Hello, and today we are going to do some more programming. And last time we finished the health bar, but today we need to make the other. Oh goddamn! Yes, my microphone was over here. But today we need to make the weapon ammo bar as well. Hopefully we will also be able to, with the help of the bullet icon, also make the weapon name, because they functionally work the same. It's just that one of them is an icon, the other one is the name. But yeah, give me one moment and we will get into the code. Right. Microphone equipped. Yes. Over to this wheel. Hello, where is me? Oh, there I am. Yes, so the last time we left the game in this state. We have a functioning health bar. No numbers this time. And we actually also have iframes as well, so we can get hurt. Although the iframes, the blinking is a little weird when you are jumping. I think that's because jumping only has one frame of animation. But I'm not quite sure. Yeah. So essentially what we want to do today is to make the health bar like it is here, but for weapon ammo instead. So far all of the weapons have infinite ammo. But we want to start using the ammo as well. And when we switch weapon, the thing that says weapon up here will have to say instead the name of the weapon. So this would also change. But we're gonna leave the word weapon on the HUD graphic itself, because in case there isn't a weapon, we want it to not display anything. Kinda like it does with the icon, there's like a default icon here. But instead of displaying a default icon, we display nothing. Same system essentially. Yeah, and we respawn when we die. And the music does not loop just yet. I think the next thing after we get the HUD done, not today, but some other time, we have to rewrite the music engine, because right now it's doing an MVP. It works. That's basically what it does right now. But I want more control over the music. So
like pausing, fading out, and even interrupting it with a sound effect that's more music than like this type of sound effect. But for today, our goal is to get the weapon section of the HUD working and give the weapons actually ammo. Oh, how do we get more ammo? I guess we could reset it when you kill an enemy, because there are no items in the game. For example, these blocks that I'm currently walking through, they are supposed to be solid and fireable at, so you can like use like a knife to cut them down and get items from some of them. The ones with the rabbit icon always give items, and they always give better items. But these are mostly just meant to be obstacles. Enemies as well, eventually they're gonna have weapon types of their own, and they will drop the type of ammo that they are firing. But for now, all of that is future music. So, I'll just finish this level, quit the game, and we'll get into the code. I wanna finish the level because I wanna finish it. I'm actually just gonna add the strings to spawn the HUD into the first level immediately. That way I won't forget it next time when we actually go to test. Yeah. I don't remember what the word was that I used for the weapon name, so we're gonna have to check that out. On update, on load, on draw. Actually, let's have this be the default case and move everything else down by one. We might actually update the command parser at 1.2 because I'm also already feeling the limitations. And I do have another project that does use a command parser that's far more advanced than this one that I wrote for the debugging thing. So I want to port that over to here and start giving it proper functions that they can run while the game is running. Currently, you have to pause the game to use the debug command parser, and it's janky as fuck. Holy shit, raid! Thank you. Hello. Hello. Thank you for the raid. What? How? Where? Hello. Sorry. It's going good. I'm adding ammo meter and weapon name display to my game. Did you see how it looks like currently? Do you want me to show? Thank you for the follow. Okay, I'm gonna show what I did last time. Well, last time it wasn't yesterday, but it was a week ago, I think. Yeah, last time I got the health meter working, along with iframes. So you can lose health. So today I'm doing so that this meter also applies to the weapons, because right now they are all infinite. And the weapon name will have to switch with the icon. That's basically what I'm doing today. If you wanna play the game, I should pin the message for that. Give me a second. One second. Yeah. The game is there. Sorry for the bad voice. It's morning. My voice hasn't woken up. Yeah, the most recent one is the JSON 7 demo. Hello, people. Okay. Back to these. I need to find my... whatchamacallit? Yes, where the level is rendered. Render layer. Lives, health, gems. Score. Do I have the weapon icon rendering here as well? Yes. And for the icon, the name type will have to do basically the same thing, just in a different place with a different sprite. So, we add a case here. I think we can actually do it in the same case, because it has to work the same. Yeah. So in the case of debug, we just... Oh, does why not work? Because there was another person that tried it like a couple weeks ago on Linux, and it did run with Wine. Or you could just use like a VirtualBox if you want. But yeah. Eventually I do plan to switch to a Linux environment. But I want to finish the basics of the engine first. That means the game has all of its necessary functions and just without the content yet. For that I still need to fix some of the collision, because right now if you keep holding a direction against the wall, it sticks to the wall. And that's a mistake that I left in pretty long ago, like 3 years ago now. Oh. But this is just traits. It should run. Okay. Okay. I hope you get a new computer soon. Not to run my game, but to run, like, better games. What is weapon case debug? We do need to... Okay, I'm just gonna do it in a separate case for now, and if we can join them later, that's good. But the weapon name will also be used here. You don't have to stream it. You can just tell me how it went. That's how I get feedback, really. What language am I on? Okay. And then we switch just the same. The cases inside this case are the same. Because the weapon names don't actually change. And we make a HUD object, but the location needs to be different. And what did I name this weapon name? Debug name? Let's see. You're not seeing the folder I'm scrolling through right now. Debug. Asset. Sprite. Bullet. Oh, your university gives you a computer. That's pretty rich. What kind of university are you going to? I mean, rich of the university. Are you paying for that? Or are you going to a university in Europe? Word. Word is the name. Full sale. What is full sale? Like, you don't have to pay a thing? Debug word. No. Break. What is weapon name? Okay, the intelligence is getting slow. Weapon name. Oh, games focused university. I didn't know they had those. Oh, heck yeah, that's fantastic. What is the name of the university? Because I don't know if there. I just know like the basic Ivy League ones, but I didn't know there was like a game-based university in the US. Weapon icon. Weapon name. Where does this exist? Oh, the university is literally Full Sail. Okay. Actually, I want to check that out. Florida. Oh, it's private. I'm actually looking at going to a new university this autumn myself, but there's like well, there's one in Sweden that does have a game development course, but I did not get into that because they accepted in 2025, not 2026, when it is like the candidature period typically. So I'm going to look at another. No, not like another, but like IT systems development stuff in general. I can just apply what I learned there to games anyway, so something like that. But Full Sail seems different. Necessary. Oh, it's like a media university. They have music, media, games, film and television, even business and art. It's like the fun university, I guess. Game art. Okay, the site is a little weird. I click on request additional information, it takes me up to the top, and when I click on the... Let me just show you what it does. Browser capture. Okay, so when I click on... No! Why am I hidden? So when I click on this, it takes me here. I click request additional information, it takes me back up. A little weird. Monthly entry cycles. Oh, what type of language do you program in? I hope it's C#. Debug word. And let's give it weapon icon, weapon name element. So I'm basically doing this, but for every name. Oh, if you wanna see the code for this for yourself, the repository for this is public. I will eventually try and sell the game, but for now, as I'm still working on the basic engine, it's fine. Oh. What is Zig? I have not seen that name. C# is my favorite. I have tried C++, but... no. Java is sort of like C#. Lua I have not done. I have done Python, which is something you haven't. I don't know what D is, and JavaScript is JavaScript. It's mess. It's JavaScript. Oh. So Zig is kind of like a joke language? Or is it like something that people actually use? Systems language. Oh, C++ is... So... Okay, so... Like a year ago, I went to a specific C++ course. And none of the methods that either of the teachers used for me. So I managed to get something to compile in Visual Code, and the same thing didn't compile in Visual Studio. They had entirely different things to set up. I hate C++ with a passion. The syntax, yes, it's a little crispy, but once I get the build thing working reliably like C#, then it would be fine. But it's the damn compilation process that is annoying. Zig is a real language. But you are not a joke language. One of those statements is true. Okay, so we have debug. We need debug, Parker, Waits, Willow, and none. I lost. Okay, we have the sprites for Willow, debug, Barker, and Waits, but we do not have none. Why not? Why Python bad? I actually made my first game that I ever programmed in Python, without like Pygame or anything. Actually, let me show you. This is my site, my stuff is here. And this is the cheater. A game that I made in Python. Whoops. And I programmed it in Python with some packages, but I didn't use like Pygame or any like game framework. I basically just wrangled tkinter to do what I wanted. What do you mean significant white space? Oh, you mean like blank rows and stuff? Yeah. It does make it look clean, even though... Okay, so Python is a simple language to write, not to read. But that depends on who you are. Some people work better with languages that are very, very descriptive, like C#. I actually enjoy putting everything on its own line, so it would be clear to me, and clear to anybody else that might want to use this, except for this magic number here. But other people, they work better with less text. And that's why I think Python still has a space in like learning programming or like quickly prototyping stuff. You don't need to navigate a lot of text to get a lot of things. You just write it, if that makes sense. And even though Python isn't my main language anymore, it was actually kind of fun. Also, this game is also available somewhere. Don't know where. This is all with tkinter. Yeah, it is based on another Flash game, but I did this in like Programming 101 class with my best friend. There are other projects here as well, just like the game that I'm currently making. You can read all about how it... GLSL. I'm not writing any shader languages. This is all like processor code. Although I maybe should look into like shader languages as well to get the game running more smoothly on systems with graphics cards. If it ever came to that. But yeah, this is how the current project that I'm programming came to be. You go to this address, if you want. Select menu, game development, and then this project. There's also other projects that I have not made pages on just yet. No, I don't want AI. And then there's a project that I worked on with other people, but I was the musician for that one. Yes, I do my own music as well. I've also made like Team Fortress 2 maps. Also, if you know Paladins, then Siege game modes should be quite familiar to you. Oh, what kind of program do you use to make music? Because I use FamiTracker most often. I can do like old MIDI programs like Unreal Studio and stuff, and I did do this one track in Fruity Loops, but FamiTracker is my favorite tool. That name sounds familiar. Oh, it's like a DAW type of thing. This is open source? Compose music and sequence compose notes. Yeah, but is it open source? Yeah. Is this like Fruity Loops, but simpler? Because if so, then that might actually be something I'm interested in. Because while I can use Fruity Loops, it can get a little overwhelming with how much things you can actually do there. Oh, by the way, I have done music, but under a completely different name. This Seiun Yuki name is my current online name, but my previous name was Slip, as you may see from the... Where did the post go? Did I not set it to forever? Yeah, this is my old name. You can find my music under this name on like Bandcamp and SoundCloud and Battle of the Bits, I guess. I'm up in this again. Okay. And Nimetu is like a game jam game that I was the musician for. I used Open Modplug Tracker for this one and Audacity. You can check that out as well. But now, I want to get my HUD icons working. We have... Okay, then I will look into it. LMMS. Okay. Case icon name. If it is debug, it is debug word. And then we need to do the same case for all the other ones, except we just change a couple things. For default, we should find a different solution because we don't want to render a sprite there at all. Or do we? I'm writing my own. This is actually the engine that I graduated with. I want to show you. This is the version that... okay, so... on the page, in the browser... where did my programming go? Here. On the browser, when you go to my page, the very first video that you see is literally the version that I graduated with. And it doesn't look all that different. There's no audio. You can shoot, you have a world map. But if you look at the code and the commit history, you see that the engine internally is almost entirely different by now. I've rewritten the main loop entirely once. And it has had some revisions in other systems as well. Yeah, the animations stop animating unless all of the enemies have died. This version was kinda scuffed. And only currently have I gotten to the point where I wanted to graduate with. Fortunately, this piece of shit was worth it. So now it's becoming a better piece of shit. Also, the reason why you had to shoot enemies multiple times is because the hit detection was kinda messy. The bullet locations were integers, but the enemy locations were floats, and you needed to get a perfect match for it to get count as a hit. So you basically just had to shoot a random number of times until it matched to kill one enemy. Right now, that works fine. And the enemies animate, and the players animate, and and I can make multiple different types of enemies with different states of execution. Sort of like a primitive animation system, in terms of like what actions it does, not like what sprites it displays. But at this time, there was only one type of enemy, and both the player and the enemy shared the animation system. Nice. What kind of engine did you write? A platformer one? Or is it like an RPG or something? Specifically with this version of the game, there were multi-part rooms. I was able to get them in by the time I had to defend my work, with one exception. Okay, I might actually need your help with that because I'm trying to figure out a 3D rendering thing from scratch myself. But that's like a long-term project, not like something I'm actively working on. But I'm trying to build on what this structure currently is into a 3D type of thing as well. So you can basically have two types of games on one engine. But first, I need to get the platformer to be platformer. I do like raycasting things, but I want to go with polygons. Like, the level is rendered from a polygon mesh, but still raycasting. And not like a 2D polygon mesh either, like a fully 3D space. Okay, let's skip to the... Yeah, my approach is primitive, but I like it. Tile map renderer in 20 lines of code. This is how I currently render. I'm gonna put this on pause and show you later. Render layer. This is what renders where the sprites are. And because render layer has to handle everything, including players, weapons, different types of HUD elements and everything, this is far more than 20 lines. I can probably optimize it to a certain extent, but I don't grasp it quite yet. Arbitrary polyraycast renderer. Yeah, what I'm intending for it to be is like a 3D space, not tile-based. Each polygon has 3 points, and you can create objects out of those polygons. And those objects will have the points of all the polygons, and they are not mapped to any grid. I don't want to do a grid type of thing. Browser. This is the graduation version. It had multi-part levels. Levels 3 and 6 are multi-part, still are. And first time, the multi-part level works by using the same level finishing item. Kinda janky, I know, but that's how I got it to work at the time. So the second time that you try to use it in the other level, level 6, it doesn't work because I never uncleared the flag. And mostly this is why I had to rework the main loop internals entirely. Yes. I have no fucking clue how to do that yet, but that's what I want to do. I suppose the one way you could do that is, a raycaster renders from a 2D mesh, typically. And you have like rays coming... I need a paint for this. For all the bullshit Thor has pulled, using paint as an explanation tool might just be the only good one. So let's say you have a player. This is top-down view. Player. And they cast their rays from a center point. This is a 2D raycaster. There's only one plane. Player here. What I imagine a 3D raycaster to be would be something like this. This is in like the player is here and they cast different levels of 2D rays. So let's say we have 4 layers. And I guess we can like take polygon data and transform the data under a certain angle so that the raycaster will hit it like it was a 2D space. And then based on what the object is displaying at the time, let's make an object. Let's make an object. It is a banana, not a pepper. I need more audio. So when the ray casts like this layer, the white layer, we can render, look at the data from this angle. If it casts the green layer, we can look at the level data at this angle. And if it casts the blue layer, we can look at the level data at this angle. And red layer from this angle. This could work. So what needs to happen is the level data gets rotated at an angle. Let's say we use the red layer as the example. It gets rotated to this angle, and then the 2D data is read through an intersection like this. It then gets rotated to this angle and read from the white line again. And those are basically the casts. I don't know if that made sense or not. Yours is a full 3D raycaster, Z component. Okay, so I have a question. Does your raycaster work? I need more space. Height. Does your raycaster work like this? Let's say this is the view plane and the player is here. Does it cast rays like this? Why? Why 0? Or like this? The Z component is nothing but the distance that the ray travels. Is it this type of raycaster or this type of raycaster? Because what I'm envisioning here is this type of raycaster. Because that way when you like look up, you don't get the stretchy vision. Okay. Then mine is supposed to be much the same, but the level data is transformed at a certain angle, and then it is done a 2D raycast. So I'm overcomplicating things. Yeah. Okay. I knew it. I tend to overcomplicate a lot of things. Like this level rendering mechanism I have going on. How many lines is it? Almost 300. 250, I think, roughly. Where was I? I was somewhere putting sprites. Yeah. We need a sprite for each name element. Also, part of the reason why I had to rewrite my main game engine is that previously okay, I'm gonna give my version a shot and see how it goes. But if it turns out to be too complicated, I'm probably just gonna see what other people have done more to get like a better idea as to what I'm doing. What I'm supposed to be doing here is case debug. Yeah, we need weapon names. I copied something and I pasted something. That's, at this point, that's years away because I want to finish this game first. Also, you can throw stuff at me. Debug wait, why is this error? Willow to another. Oh, we're missing a break. Ow! Missed me. We need the words. Mean. Okay, we should have the words. And we are adding these to a list, I suppose. Oh, the location. I need to see where I'm gonna put them. Yes, you can also see the game's console at the bottom. And my command parser is bad. What's the location? 64. 128. 12864. 12864. Yes, I'm using a calculator for this because I'm a brainlet. I don't have a configuration file actually, at all. Every time I need to change a parameter, I'd have to change it in code. The command parser is basically just to select what you want to monitor at any run, and it doesn't even allow you to change too much things. It was something that I did for monitoring enemy animation specifically to understand why it doesn't render correctly. I mean, animate correctly. 128 and 64 is what? 192. So we wanna spawn this at location 192. This should be roughly 192. And we want it to be at -8. No, +8. So 16 + 8. Okay. What does the command parser? Rendering? You mean like for your FPS? What does it look like? Do you have a page for it? I wanna see. Do you have an itch.io page? And it is not 16 by 16, it is QRN. Huh? What is? Where's the people? QRNT quarantine. But this type projects jams everything: games, game assets, game modes, physical. Is it? I can't find your person page. Is it qrn.itch.io? Oh, there we go. What? QRN dead there. Is it public? I can't find it. Oh, that's Dark Sigma Studios. Yes, I did some snooping. There we go. Found it. Ooh, 1-bit graphics. Interesting. Oh, so this is why it takes you so long. This is actually quite neat. I imagine it's also difficult to do because 1-bit graphics are like basically in shader. This reminds me of like TI-83 calculator game, but higher resolution. Can I try? I can try! Oh, money. 1 second. Hey, no. I can't dox myself, right? Let's just go here. Which one? The first build took 2 weeks to make. Oh, for me, if I wasn't happy until basically until the graduation time with my first build, and that took like 3 months, ish, roughly, maybe. I don't know. No, not 3 months. Actually, you can check the commit log. That actually has the correct dates on it. QRN, Showcase, or QRN. Oh, this is Windows, and that is Penguin. Win, exe, zip. Is this portable version? Oh, this seems to be the newest one. But why is this so much smaller than this one? Second to last. Yeah, that's the newest Windows one. I have them ordered the other way, so the newest ones are up on the top, so people don't have to scroll. One moment. I wanna play this. Ah, why am I twice? No. Window capture. Yeah, you can actually manually adjust it. No. Yes. Oh, it's so small. Am I flying or is it just human sized? Escape, quit, backspace, toggle static. The static actually makes the holes more visible. E. It does. What did you expect it to not work? Is it broken in a sense that it doesn't actually 1-bitify the walls? Because they have gradients on them, the textures. Let's see what this does. What is this? The weights that... Ah, okay. No game. Good to know. QRN. This has a level. Is there a finish to the level? No, not this one. Oh, I can see what you mean by tile render. The floor is just tiles. I mean, it's a nice system to get like a quick level going. But I'm aiming for like actual worlds. Like right out of the gate. There's a cross-platform issue. If it's new. New hardware? What do you mean new hardware? Oh, so this works fine on old hardware? Are you sure that it's not a framework thing or a driver thing? When I close my eyes, the world be like... Hello, Mr. Slenderman. I have your pages. I have been also looking a little bit into Godot, but not for platformers. Godot could be like a prototyping tool, I guess. But I like to write my own code, typically. Except for the audio engine. The current one in my game is not technically written by me. I just needed something to get out listenable. It could be operation system differences. Because if you mean like the white static is supposed to be black, then I think it's just like they chose to do something in the rendering pipeline that makes it white in the operating system. So technically that's not your fault, but you should still handle it because it's your game. But if it is white, can you set it to black in the code so that it might render properly? Closer to what it should look like. Okay. Maybe the fall off is just weird. And the plus and minus is not doing anything now. Oh, because it's up and down. No, this makes it brighter. Okay, then no problem. I mean, I have a pretty decent computer, so it would make sense that it would not suffer too much. Uh, 7800 XT from ASRock. ASRock Steel Edge in 7800 XT. Also, I think there's like an about panel that lists my hardware as well. Give me a second. Let me double check. Where is my panel? No, AMD. ASRock RX 7800 XT Steel Legend. Yeah, that's an AMD GPU. I have AMD everything because fuck Nvidia. Ooh, I have a question. When I look around, there are like specific areas that remain the same intensity. Okay, taking a picture like this won't work. But if you see like, how do I show you this? Can I show my cursor? Yes. See, there's like a line here. Can you see my cursor? Yes. There's like a brighter line here. And then there's like a brighter line here. And it doesn't matter which way I look, these lines remain brighter. Why? And there's like different intensities of the lines as well. See, as I go closer to the wall and have like just a little static, they appear at every certain fixed interval even, actually, almost. Is it possible that the rendering is using multi-core thing and the randomizer instances separately for every core? And so the beginning has like more white static than it does black static, and then the rest of it just averages out to what it's supposed to be. I don't know. I'm just... is interesting. But as the static disappears, this does not appear. Oh, then maybe it would be better if you added your own hashing algorithm. Not you. Okay, maybe. Yeah, you implement like a hashing algorithm that's cross-platform and same. Because I'm assuming that you didn't see these lines on Linux. If you turn on your Linux version, do you see lines but different? If the algorithms are the same, but are also prone to making lines, then you should have lines but different. Or if you don't have any lines at all, then Windows is scuffed. Oh, it's your own. Does your algorithm run per screen? Or per part of the screen? Or per def? That's a single quad running a single frag shader. So if you have specifically set the engine to do so, then it should be doing the same on my end, but it's somehow different. Does your algorithm use anything that's prone to... Baruda, stop twitching. Prone to race conditioning? My hand is here, not there. Is this just a big space? Possible, because floating point integers are not accurate. I know that for some reason CPUs, for whatever reason, can't do accurate floating points. So like you can have like 3 point like 3 in a floating point number is like 3.0000 or something, and then like random 1 or 2 at the end. The shaders package with let's see. How do I open the shader? There's like DLLs here. Oh, Intel. Do you have Intel integrated? Because if it is like a computer from 2010 with Intel graphics, it's probably integrated. Then integrated graphics in that era weren't particularly good. So I think that what the graphics card is doing is it's doing some sort of it's cutting a corner somewhere, but I don't know what. So you basically programmed your rendering shader to work on that specific graphic card. It should be SL. Let's see. We have stl2.dll. Open with. There's a manifest in here. Is the shader not here? Okay, so what I see is this. Is any of this familiar? The closest thing to what you mentioned is this one. This one? Okay, let's see. Oh, it is a zip file. GLSL. How do we open GLSL? 1 second. Open GL shading language. Love 2DB something in Sweat Vision. Okay. Then let's try. I'm not gonna close my project, but I'm gonna open a new window, and this is not gonna be visible for a moment. Open a folder. Where is this folder? Give me a second, my brain has crashed. this folder. Oh, so it does. I'm gonna swap the thing that is visible on the screen. I have too many things open. And where is my... Oh, here we go. It doesn't annotate anything, but this is the code that I found. It doesn't even find symbols. God damn it. What is the method name? Get this isn't... No. Noise. That's 6 no... Why do you have so much noise? Effect. Oh, because you are rendering different amounts of noise at different distances. Okay. Hash function. Yeah, there's 7 noises. Hash not found. What noise? Yeah, there's a lot of noise here. Yeah, which noise are you meaning? The noise 8? Noise 8 says it takes in a float of x, vector 3 of alpha, and float EPS something. What is EPS? EPs? I'm gonna put music back. Wood texture. Oh, it's the floor. That did not look like wood. Yeah, I thought I smelled spaghetti. Ceiling is wood. Oh, I didn't notice. Ceiling is wood. If ceiling is wood, noise 8. Takes a float, takes a vector 3, takes a float. I don't exactly understand what EPS is for. The name doesn't give it away. Run. Mix min alpha. Yeah, you're gonna have to guide me through because I can't read this. I'm the mathematics I'm unfamiliar with. $499. Float noise equals fractal tangential distance. No, there's no hash. Or if this is the hash, then it's not labeled as hash. Hash function you found called golden noise. Not here. What does the Lua thing have? Oh, this is the game. Oh, so it's a hash function in a sense that it generates something. Good function, I approve. Okay, this code seems very efficient. And I say that while not understanding any of it. I don't typically program in Lua. This is like the first time I've actually looked at the source code with any sort of like reading ability for Lua. I don't understand this, but if it works, it works. Meanwhile, where is mine? This spaghetti, all of it. Oh. Still, it works. And that's what you can build on. I typically like to... How do I put this? If you look at my code, then there's gonna be a lot of comments. I even like to write summaries. And this may cause some people to think that it is AI. It is not. I like readability. Like, comments are the best stuff ever. I'm running an AMD GPU. This is actually done. The reason why I had to refactor my game is because there was another thread calling the main thread, and that caused a race condition issue with updating the labels, which was the HUD previously. So I basically had to hardcode the HUD. Hello, Sticky Man. I am programming again. On Intel it works, on Nvidia it works. Everything is broken on Nvidia, and that's because they are the biggest player currently. There's a reason why Torvald said fuck Nvidia and went like this. Okay, where were we? Name element. Okay, so we have these. We have roughly in the correct position. Yeah, they are the big dump. Although AMD trying to play catch up is stepping in on some of the same rakes, to be honest. But at least they're doing better. And meanwhile, Intel is just killing its Arc line. Like, I don't know what the fuck Intel is doing. Like, their Arc is a fine third player. Be happy with it. Don't kill it because you're not successful. Like, I would gladly use an Arc GPU if it did better than AMD. Yeah, I'm basically trying to go through the same Linux process this summer. But right now what's keeping me on Windows is so many of the tools that I work with. There is no Adobe equivalent on Linux just yet. I typically do a lot of things, so Photoshop is for like drawing. I use Animate sometimes. I actually wanna learn some animation as well. For video editing I use Vegas. There's also Handbrake, which I think does have a Linux thing, but Adobe Illustrator does not. Then there's of course Visual Studio, because for what it's worth, it's a fantastic tool for me. I like it. I fully like it, except the new UI design. The new UI design is crap. But Visual Studio, for what it does amazingly. Visual Code is fine too. Then there is GitHub Desktop. I think that has a Linux version. Various browsers always have Linux versions. SketchUp. VS Code is not that good for C#. For C#, I'm kinda... Okay. Handbrake is for typically for converting things, but if I want to edit stuff, I use Vegas. And Vegas is Windows only. There's a reason why I don't use like other open source things instead of Vegas. I started using Vegas in like 2009, and that's like centuries ago at this point. And the other reason is that Vegas does something that no other video editor does for me. I can mix audio and video tracks. Like, they are not separated. I like when you can mix and match the tracks as you need them. Let me show you. So, for example, this is my JSON 7 video. Yeah. I'm showing this new guy why I can't swap. This is my JSON 7 video, and I can group the tracks, and I can mix and match the video tracks. Okay, this is effects. No, I didn't want to show this. Yeah, info overlay has audio for me speaking, and my model. I can put the audio track of me speaking directly under the video track, above another video track that has its own audio track underneath. This is neat. Why does nobody else do this? But anyway, back to the HUD icons. Okay. We are adding them. Weapon name element needs to be for everyone. Yeah. We do need an empty one, I guess. Can close this. Oh, check out his game. It looks really neat. It's like 1-bit graphics and stuff. No, it's good. Yeah, that's kind of the problem that I have. I started using computers in 2005, so whatever else was available or piratable, I stuck with. Okay, so we have these elements. What do we do with them next? Weapon icons. We're adding them to weapon icons, so you can actually process them in the same way, I guess. No. 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 No, thank you. OBS Wayland. What is Wayland? A Steam controller sends API calls to my OBS Wayland. Oh! Like a Steam Deck, but on a controller. I actually have a bootleg Chinese Steam Deck. It actually works nice. Where am I using the weapon icons? When I'm rendering, updating them. Update HUD. A Wii U gamepad without the Wii U gamepad. Update HUD. Set current weapon. Weapon icon. Wayland's a windowing manager for... you mean like Windows Forms? And we do this for the weapon name element as well. Okay. Oh, I do have it on my to get list. I'm probably gonna get a Steam frame as well. Yeah, we talked with you about the Steam frame thing. Yes. Okay. So a weapon icon display elements. Oh, we're addressing the wrong thing here. Weapon icon no, we need a switch. What is weapon? Weapon icon. Weapon name. HUD object weapon icon. And this is basically the same thing, but for the name. Let's see what breaks. The usage is broken. Back to this. Ah! Okay. Okay, let's see if it blows up. It didn't. Oh. We have accidentally modified the icon instead. It's different. Oh. I guess you could like work around it through a... Oh, no. That's and it enumerates all of the apps and checks which one is in focus. Could you like make like a pass-through? Like there's one app in focus and that delivers the inputs to the correct app that is technically in focus. Like a splitter. Ah. So you are directly addressing OBS API, not Wayland. Weapon name, display elements. Are we actually enumerating the display elements into the thing? No. Weapon icon, weapon name. Score numbers. Weapon name is here. Ah, okay. No keyloggers. We're changing it. But where are we adding it? Render layer. Weapon name. Icon name. So our case is weapon name, not icon name instead. So we do this. Does it blow up? Up. Well, the name is here. It's just a little squished. And then the icon is down here. This is fine, totally. And the icon is not being updated because we are not updating its position just yet. The size is wrong for the weapon names. It is 16 by 16, but it should be 48 by 8. What do you mean spawn keyboard shortcuts? Oh, you mean like a polling request? Yeah. That's what I expected to happen. We are not able to get anything other than the one it spawned with. It is crashing otherwise. Oh. So you make a scene, it makes shortcuts, and then you wanna hook into that so that OBS can make a shortcut for your thing. Like there's a shortcut that checks the controller, not keyboard. Okay, we need to fix the update HUD as well. Update HUD. Set current weapon, weapon icon, weapon name. We are running an error here. Weapon icon, weapon name, display elements. What display elements are we giving it to the weapon name? Where are we setting the weapon name? In render layer? Render layer? Here. So when it comes to the icons, we are loading icons into the name. Okay. Can we get the icons working? Yes, because where is this? Weapon icons, bar elements, weapon name icons. We are not adding the data for it to swap at all. And it's not finding the correct thing. So we need to go into our data and weapon names. And essentially do the same thing. Ambiguity? Oh, no. Where is this method? And we basically add the sprites there as well. Weapon name sprites. Word. I could replace in selection, but no. Right, does it work now? Oh, if you have blueprints like you do in Warudo, you may be able to do that. Because Warudo can, I think, access OBS. None word. There is no none word. You're right, there is no none word. Let's quickly make the none word. None word. Oh. I was thinking of going something like Bazite or SteamOS. Because gaming. Can I start it? Ah! Okay, I will try out different ones. Object of... Oh, why? Weapon name. Display. There's no display. Why? It is. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, Steam is basically doing with the Steam machines now what Xbox did with consoles back then. Just PC with an operating system. Also, why is this null? Are we even asking it the correct method? Display sprite. Sprite is null. But it's displaying. No. Here. We are adding it. Actually, let me see. Where did it crash? Here. It's finding the element. Weapon name is null. Why? Okay, if it is null, why are we not setting it? Weapon icon and weapon name are the same thing. They should be set at the same place. No. Hey, no. Fair. I'm a professional computer fixer. Right. Score element, health element, crystal element, life element, weapon icon element. Let's add this here as well. Weapon name element. That way it'll at least move with it. Update sprite HUD. No, this is what we just did. Where is my on something? On load. Labels. On draw. On update. Can I just find weapon icon? I'm an idiot. I do have a Switch. Yes, it works! It's in the wrong place, but it works. Ow. I knife you. Okay, now to fix the problem of the positions. One broke the other. Or technically I broke both of them. But it displays. Yes. And yet you're here. Hello. I do the same thing. Where I'm supposed to be sleeping, but then I'm instead just watching stream. Oh yeah, no sleep for the week. Or game developers, for that matter. Anyway, this works, but the position is wrong. We are affecting the... You have things to do? Like what? Are you preparing for the university? Oh, you're still trying to get into one. The game one. Right, where is the position modified? 11:58. That counts as lunch technically. But yeah. It's 12:59 here. Position. Where is the weapon icon updated? In the update HUD. Set current weapon. Yeah, that's where the text is changed. At breakfast? I guess I don't get it. Breakfast. 12... Oh... 11:58. Yeah, no, I don't get it. Oh yeah. Technically that's true. I wonder why it is so fast to not eat while sleeping. Because technically you could just have a snack and breakfast isn't breakfast anymore. It's break. Two meals, don't starve together 3. Oh, a day. Okay. What? Why 2? I thought it was like 3 or 5. With like snacks. I'm scrolling through code pointlessly. Update player camera. Update sprite HUD. Yeah, here. Because peasants don't have money for food. Oh yeah, correct. Yes, we have meals. Like some tomato salad and fish, that is good. What am I doing here? Position. This is wrong. 192. No. What did I change? 256 is correct. 256. And 192 is here. That fixes the X, and now the Y is broken for both. Come on, you gotta have at least one meal. Like that's an actual meal. What's your favorite snack? Render layer has the Y position. Like the plant roots? Or is it just like licorice candy that's just like twig? Bread is not a good snack. Where do you get licorice roots? Do we all like licorice here? I like licorice candy. I haven't tasted the root. But I imagine it would taste something like cumin. Because licorice itself tastes kinda like cumin. Oh yeah, it is kinda soft. I don't have any local stores that sell raw licorice root, but I have it in powder form for licorice candy making. 4 hours, why? Do they rot so easily? HUD weapon name, debug. I is X, Y. Okay, we modified the weapon thing wrong. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So they have a lot of licorice in them. In licorice root. Do you dip them in sugar or salt? Or just raw? Yeah, we have a import candy store here, and I tried out some American licorice candy. The absolute garbage. Like even if companies in America do make licorice, they don't get the taste right. It tastes like licorice, but it doesn't taste like licorice. If you want like awesome licorice candy, you should look into anything that's Finnish, Swedish, or Danish. Those guys know how to make licorice candy. Like we even have licorice ice cream here, and that shit is to die for. Aussie I don't know if Australians make proper licorice either. I haven't had the chance to try any Australian licorice candy. And this one needs to be +8. Almost. The X is still wrong by 1 block. But that we can fix in the level data. So weapon name needs to be here. Oh, really? Ah. Oh, that's right. The camera updating method updates the X better. So let's have this back here and go to update player camera. Update player camera. Update sprite HUD. Okay. Need more music. This is good. Now can we go to the beginning? Yes. Okay. Sleep well. Nighty night. Right. For the exposition, we need to add a block. 192. Does this mean 206? 208. 208. Does this work? Almost. We are off by the 8. Hey, there we go. The icon now works. I mean, the icon is correct. The name is correct. And debug weapon has no name for some reason. Spin. Okay, we need to make a commit. Otherwise I will forget what I did. Control Shift S. Any other changes? No. Yes. We have a commit. You know about that? That's so old. I used to watch it. I didn't watch it fully, but it was a fucking vibe. Yes. There's a remake? Since when? I didn't know they remade animes. I thought it was like a one and done. Oh, that's already a while ago. What? How did I not notice? Okay, mission number 2. We add ammo bar. We can already reuse. I need to see this. Firefox. I need Firefox. Yes. Oh, so it's faithful to the original anime version. I think this is manga at first as well, but what the heck is this? No. Decline. Oh, so that one wasn't faithful, but this one is. Yeah. Okay, I have to rewatch this. I wonder what the opening sounds like, because the original opening is awesome. Okay. Yes. No. I don't. No, do not autoplay and other stuff. Yes. Okay, I'm putting that on my list. Haven't even finished Irumakun. Yes, I imagine it is very, very. Yes. The original opening sounded like this, and I very much like the track that they have. Where is it? Where is it? Opening. This is the remake, I think. Oh. Is the old one gone? Oh, here's one. What did you type? If you type the link, you probably can't. Oh, this is familiar. Okay. I like this theme. TV anime? Mingi kanji, mida ma lugeda ei oska. Yeah. It's playing off the original theme? Yeah. It is, it looks like a watercoloring. Or well, that part did. It's okay, but I like the old theme more. As for the animation, yeah, it's nice. Oh, they even have like an air shot going. Big wolf. Okay, I have to see this. Happy. No. The old theme sounded like this. The chiptune cover is something I watch from time to time. Yeah, when it comes to theme, I think the old one is better. For some reason, it appeals to me more. Maybe it's nostalgia. Also, if you wanna link to this is really good. This actually works on console, that's why he showed the at the start. Itera Neru. Yeah, this one is awesome. The theme, I mean. But I'm gonna check out the new one as well. Oh, Nordic Sound has Donkey Kong Country. Is there anything new in here? Okay, I'm just trailing off now. Okay, I need to make the weapon part as well, but I am running a little low on time. Can I make it in 20 minutes? No. Yes. We need to add 6 HUD elements. kind of like we did for the kind of like we did the 3 for the health. Yeah, like this. Let's go to render layer. Ammo left is the tag we need to modify. Okay, let's add it near the health so we have the health at ready. Lives, health. Ammo left. This does not need to be here. This needs to be here. Right, and we use a digit normalizer that is able to determine what type of input it is. Digit normalizer is a thing that I added. You weren't here for that probably. That normalizes the amount of health that you have into a 2-point system, or a ternary, I suppose. And there are 2 options here. For gems, it does this sort of thing. Second season, but the original was 1 season, I think. Okay, then I'm probably blanking on some history of mine. Second season. Not yet aired. Okay, so this is coming sometime this year. Oh. And health does this thing. We need the same thing for weapon ammo. Ammo left. And for the normalized integer, it's the data that the weapon has. Is what called string item. These are the items. And we need 6 cases. Three, 5, 7. Or we can do an or. No. Because our string is fully 6 characters, we need we still need 6 cases. Three, 5, 7, 9, 11. Weapon can have 12 ammo max, but technically actually I'm just gonna moderate you to have link permission. Give me a second here. Can I go into my mod view? No shield mod. Okay, OBS sucks at chat layout. Oh. Hey, there we go. Enjoy. Art cards. Apple. Yes. Apple. This is season 1 Blu-ray. Oh, who cares what? But it looks like if it works, it works. Apple. I like Apple. No, I should watch this. Not in stock, but can be ordered. Okay. And 400 crown is like 40 euros? That's not too bad, actually. Is it a Norwegian or a Danish crown? Krone. 53. Yeah, didn't. Back in the day when I was like buying retro consoles of like Danish and Norwegian and Swedish Facebook groups, this was basically 1 to 10. But yeah, it's remained fairly similar, I guess. Oh, the parts are separated? Oh, it says Laserdisc. Laserdisc is a specific format. Is it this type of Laserdisc? Oh, it's Blu-rays. Oh, so the entire season is 100 euros. Laserdisc. I don't know how Danish sounds. Part 1. This is part 1. Part 2. Limed edition. What? No goodies with this one? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save these links. Maybe it's not out yet. And they launch it when the season 2 begins, so they can have a merch push. There isn't always a limited edition for part 2. The part 1 sometimes comes with the outer box that will have space for part 2. Does this work for this one? There's a Blu-ray box here. Can you go back? No. And this does have like a more fancy box. Maybe this is the case. Like, The big box has both the box. Wait, it says Season 1 Part A. Season 1 Part 2. Okay, so the box is different for them, and this might not have space for it. Oh, Firefox has split view now. Nice, I can find... No, this is a tab group. January. Ikke pålager, men kan bestille. Yeah. Because I'm stuck to Opera GX because it has split view. Oh. Open in split view. Ow. This tab. Yeah, like this. It kinda looks like it has the space for it, because the spine is wider, but it's hard to compare because the photos have their height normalized, which means that this box is as high as it's ever gonna be, but this box is as high it's ever gonna be, but the width doesn't really show if it can fit two boxes or not. Oh, holy shit, this is much easier. Yeah, nice. But I wanna cancel this. Yeah. I can now have more tabs on my tabs. Okay, I'm gonna keep this open. But unfortunately, I have to go now. My timer documentation. Yeah, I do not read documentation. It's kind of why I'm actually making my own game engine. I just couldn't be bothered to read any of the Unity or Godot ones. If you write your own engine, you remember your own things. Okay, I'm gonna continue with this some point later in next week. But for now, for today, I'm gonna have an evening stream as well, but it's gonna be some kind of a video game because I wanna game as well. But for now, I have to go. I need to do some things at the fair. One of my family members does like handcraft and they need a substitute for lunch. So I have to go now. But thank you for coming. Yes. Yes. We got at least one thing done. Two new things in my shopping cart, and the weapon name is now being displayed, even though the weapon meter itself isn't implemented yet. But it's gonna be done something like the HUD. Oh, before I go, there is this. Let's watch something. I'm gonna show you what happened when I was adding the health bar. this happened. Considering we also have 100 health, that gives precedence to making the health a number. And I don't really want to do that again. I just want one sprite. I think I'm leaning towards making the health into like a point system instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this health bar option instead. It's just gonna have six points like this. So we can actually test drive these as well.
Several hours later.
Ooh, error. Why you not give error earlier? Are you happy with this? Yes. What is it for? Considering we also have 100. I accidentally added the numbers into the same list that I'm using for the health items. So instead of crashing, it's just displayed the number. I don't know. But yeah, I have to go now. Thank you for coming. I will continue the health bar, the weapon ammo left bar sometime in the future, near future. And at the end of the month, I am going to Dokumi. So there's gonna be another con video as well in the future. Yes, but for now, bye bye. Thank you for coming.